Hey legends, Fraser Brooks here with the Network Marketing Ninja podcast, the podcast where we share all things network marketing, social media, branding, leadership, mindset, and the occasional interviews with rising stars and network marketing legends. Fasten the belt, get ready, get excited, hit that subscribe button because we're going to get ready for the next episode coming up now. All right, hey everyone, Fraser Brooks here, coming to you live from Dubai with Network Marketing Ninja Podcast, episode 163. So I say that I'm coming at you live because today, again, I am streaming onto the YouTube channel. It's YouTube, isn't it? But I call it YouTube as if it's like, you know, something that's spelled differently. But yeah, so it's episode 163. So if you're on the YouTube live version, do me a massive favor, hit the thumbs up and let me know in the comments whilst we go through this so I can see your comments and I can interact with them as and when I can. And also, please do me a massive favor and hit that subscribe button. If you're on the podcast, do me a huge favor. Every single episode, we give away $50. Every single monologue episode that I do, I give away $50 simply to someone who either shares the podcast artwork onto their stories and tags me in at Fraser Brooks Online, or they simply write a 5-star. They leave a 5-star rating and review, and we choose from them. So I'll be going through those a little bit later. So first and foremost, I hope you guys have had an amazing week, and I hope you're enjoying the content so far. At the moment, we've been really consistent with posting two, podcast episodes every single week, and I just hope that you kind of have it on the background. One of the mistakes that most people make in network marketing or in life is they say that they're going to do an hour a day of personal development. They're going to do an hour a day of reading. They're going to read 15 pages of book, and that's great. But why should you limit and why should you count the number of hours that you're doing personal development? You should be including it into your life no matter what. When you're in the car and you turn the ignition on, a podcast should be playing. When you walk through the kitchen and you walk past Alexa, a podcast should be on, or an Audible book, it's on Alexa. When you go to the gym, you're listening to a book or you're listening to a podcast. When you walk the dog, podcast, audiobook, whatever. So make a decision first and foremost. Do you prefer listening to podcasts or do you prefer to listen to audiobooks, right? And then where are the situations where you spend a fair amount of time where you could be listening to personal development as well? Right? Fill your environment with good vibes, fill your environment with positivity, and you'll be positive as a result. All right? So I see everyone. I see you guys, Tatiana, Maria, Jose. I see you guys, Jenny. I see you guys on the YouTube live as well. Congratulations for joining us on here. So let's get into this. So today's episode 163, is all about the 3 types or the 3 levels of mentors that you'll get in your network marketing journey. All right? So really important to know this because it's only going to be a short episode and a short understanding, but I want you to know where you are, where you're striving to be, and what you currently have, right? So here's the first level. The first level of mentor is a bad mentor, right? The first level is a bad mentor. Now, a bad mentor, I'm not going to go in and say oh, they don't know what they're doing, they don't know how to teach, because that's not relevant in this. A bad mentor is someone who holds you back or doesn't want you to get to the level that they're at or above. Now, the reason why I tell you this is because you might be thinking, oh, wow, why would people be like that? You'd be surprised. I've seen it firsthand a number of times where the upline will sabotage the downline's business and try and get into their team and work with their leaders when their team member is more than capable, simply to stop them getting to the next level and outdoing them. Simply to stop them losing some power. It's an ego problem, right? And if this is you, if you're listening to this right now and you're thinking, you know what, deep down, I don't really want my team to go better than me. Or deep down, I don't really want my team to get to a level of me. I always want them to look up to me and think oh, my mentor this, my mentor that. I love them. I'm a part of their team. I want to be a team member. I want to be a part of their team. I want to help them out. I want to help them grow. I want to help them get to the top. If that's you, if you're thinking that, then you need to change. I think as well, if the whole team and business evolves around you, you're also a bad mentor too. Now, yes, if you're a big part of it, great. But if you were to be taken out of the equation, would the team thrive or nosedive Or would it just simply survive? Would it nosedive, means it goes down? Would it survive, means it stays, plateaued? Or would it thrive, meaning it goes up? If you take yourself out of the equation and it dies or it survives, then technically you're doing a bad thing because you're getting people to rely and be dependent on you. Now, if you take yourself out of the equation and the team thrives, then you're a good mentor because you've given the team the tools, the systems, enough for them to grow with or without you. Obviously, they're going to miss you, but if you can create an environment where the business thrives without you, you've done well. Now, everyone starts as a bad mentor. Right? Everyone's because you don't know what you're doing, right? You don't know what a bad mentor is. You don't know how to react. You think, well, they're below me in the organization, so why should they be above me in rank? It's like you have a job, you do really, really well, you start 3 years ago, then Sharon joins 6 months ago, does the same as you and gets a promotion. Of course you're going to be upset. Of course you're going to be upset. Because now you're losing out and they're making money on the hard work that you've made, and now you feel really, really, really bad. Right? So, don't be a bad mentor, although you will most likely start there. Now, a good mentor wants the team to get to their level and above, right? A good mentor wants Sally, Sarah, Michael, Derek, and Eric within their team to get to the level that they're at. So if you're the good mentor and you're at diamond level, which is level 7 in your company, let's say, and you have 5 people in your team, as a good mentor, you're going to pour into all the people who are hungry, who are willing, who are coachable, who are doing the work, right? They're deserving of your time, not needing of your time. And you want them to get to diamond level. Now, chances are, this is a lot of you guys. You're probably listening to this thinking, I'm a good mentor because I want my team to get to where I want to get to, because I know if they get to where I want to get to, I'm going to make money. But I tell you what, something weird happens when this happens. You start walking across the stage, instead of it being you on the stage collecting your diamond award and your team on the front row cheering you on, now you're following a few of the people on your team. And there's maybe a bit less people in the crowd cheering you on because they're cheering on for everyone else. So for those of you who have maybe an ego problem, and we all have an element of an ego problem, but for those of you who have an ego problem, now you start thinking, this used to be all for me, and now it's like having a joint birthday with 5 people. I used to have a birthday party with 200 people. Now I have a birthday party with 200 people, but it's a 5-way split. And when it's happy birthday, it's happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Fraser, Eric, Derek, Sarah, Jane, and Claire. Happy birthday to you, right? So this is part of the struggles. It sounds like a crazy struggle, but it will happen. Now, again, good mentors, when they are taken out of the equation, the business will thrive, right? The business will thrive because they don't need you to build. A good mentor is appreciated and respected. A bad mentor is someone who's like, oh, they're holding me back, they're teaching me bad things, they're telling me. I tell you another sign of a bad mentor. Oh, you don't need to do that training. Oh, you don't need to read that book. Oh, you don't need to do that course. Oh, you don't need to go to that event. If anyone tells you not to go and do something and I'll teach you, if they don't specialize in that thing, they are holding you back. Meaning, let's say, I'll use my book as an example because it's next to me. It always is next to me. Let's say your upline is amazing. They are the most incredible presenter in the business. And you look up to them because you're like, wow, one day I hope that I can speak and present like them. So what do you think they can mentor you really well at? Speaking and mentoring. But when it comes to like, oh, Mr. Mentor, I really want to get better at social media, a good and great mentor will say, well, you really should go and read that book, I Dare You by Fraser Brooks. It's the ultimate guide to building, recruiting people using social media in your network marketing business. A bad mentor will go, nah, I'll teach you that. I'll teach you what I know about that. And they're not an expert. They're not a specialist in that area, but they don't want to lose the power of being the Mr. Mentor, the big mentor. But it's totally okay in today's day and age to have a number of different mentors. I'll tell you why. One of the biggest movies of all time, I think it actually is the biggest grossing movie of all time. It was Titanic, then I think Avatar beat it, and now it's Endgame by, the Avengers. Think about the Avengers. Think about it. Is it one? Did one of them conquer and save the world? No. There was the Hulk. There was Spider-Man. There was Iron Man. There was Thor. There was I don't know, Doctor Strange, I think was one of them. There was Guardians of the Galaxy was someone, right? There was like 10 different Avengers that stopped. All of them specialized in something. And the same thing applies to you. You need to build an Avengers group of mentors. Now, if you have too many, it can conflict. But I would say 3 to 5 is absolutely fine. And if you've got one and you adore them and you admire them and you feel that they want you to succeed and know that you will succeed, then great. But if you have mentors in your life who feel that they're gonna hold you back, they're gonna limit you, then be a bit careful, right? Get external mentorship. Okay, so we got bad mentors. They don't want you to get to where they got you to. The system and the team evolves around them. If they're out of the equation, the team will survive or nosedive. We've got, and also they hold you back and don't do this, don't do that. Save your money. Saving your money is worse than investing it, even if the investment's in a bad course, because in the bad course you'll still at least pick up one thing. It might be what not to do, which is still a huge thing, right? If you're on a landmine, like a field full of landmines, what not to do is stepping left because there's a mine there. You've saved your life. So sometimes learning not what to do is so important. The good mentor wants you to get to where you're at and beyond. The good mentor builds a system that helps you thrive with or without them. A good mentor makes you feel unstoppable. A good mentor will cheer you on more than they'll cheer themselves on. A good mentor makes you part of the team, makes you part of the community, asks for your help, support, and advice, treats you as an accountability partner, not just a member of the downline, right? The third type is a great mentor. You've got a bad mentor, you've got a good mentor, and you've got a great mentor. Now, not many people are at this level because they don't have the level of conviction, they don't have the level of experience or confidence, but a great mentor is someone who knows you will surpass them. Is someone who knows, Maria, if you implement what I'm teaching you, you will get to the top no matter what. Not, I want you to get to the top. I know you will get to the top. One simple word from want to know, but they just know. And what this does is it transfers onto you when you hear it. I know you're going to be a top income earner. And it's got full conviction, full sincerity, full support, full, confidence behind it. It's not, oh yeah, you're going to get to the top. I just know it. No, it's, Mary, I know for a fact you're getting to the top. You've just got to follow this, this, and this. Now, when you hear that, it does something in your inner belief. It does something to your belief in yourself and what you're doing, and it makes you think like, yeah, I am going to do it. And a lot of people don't do this. A lot of mentors don't do this. They go, hey, here's the tools. Do this. Here's the how. Here's the wow. Do this. Do that. But they never spend enough time looking people dead in the eyes because we're in a social media game, right? And people are just text, voice message, but they're not getting the chance to meet people face to face. And when you stand 2-3 feet away from your team member, you've given them a hug, a high five, congratulations, you go on a night out, you go celebrate, and then all of a sudden you look them dead in the eye and say, you know what? I know you're going to the top. I know you're going to be the top income earner in this company. Now, great mentors, they don't do that to everyone. Because if you do it to everyone, what do you think everyone starts saying? Oh, did you hear Mary? Bob, the upline, our amazing mentor. Bob says that I'm going to get to the top. Oh, he told me that too? Oh, or maybe he tells that to everyone then. Right? But great mentors will tell people sincerely, directly, in their face, you're getting to the top. I know you will. I just know it. You've got everything. You've got all the ingredients of a top income earner. You've got all the potential of a top income earner. Great mentors do that. And it's such a subtle difference between a good mentor and a great mentor. Can you be a 6-figure earner as a bad mentor? Yes, surprisingly. You just be working your ass off. Can you be a 6-figure income earner as a good mentor? Absolutely, 100% you will, because you want people to get to the level that you're at. And if people get to the level that you're at, you win. Can you get to a 6-figure income earner as a great mentor? Of course. You will most likely far surpass that. You'll probably become the 7-8-figure income earner. And here's what I've noticed about great mentors. Great mentors, when they pour in so much to people, they create mini-me's. What I mean by that is they'll create versions of themselves. So, for example, my dad is a great mentor to me. Is he a great mentor to everyone? No. But he's a great mentor to me. Okay? So, and you're not going to be a great mentor to everyone because there's going to be some conflict. People are going to be jealous of you. People aren't going to like your style, whatever. It's just the case. But I say things today that my dad has said years ago. I'll do things with my mouth and my hands, with my body, in like a business point of view, that my dad did years ago, right? I will do pauses. I will say jokes. And sometimes if I videoed myself and watched it, I think like, geez, I'm so much like my dad. Now, yes, I'm his son, so that's kind of inevitable in some way. But the point of what I'm saying is great mentors will have a few people in their team. It could be 1, it could be 5, it could be 50 people in their team who they do something that's very similar to what the mentor is because they see that and they love that. So go out there and establish, are you a bad mentor? Are you a good mentor? Or are you a great mentor? Because you've got to be a mentor to everyone. Even if you've got no team, you've got to know it. And start to improve every single day. Now, before we wrap up, I'm going to give a shout out to the subscriber of the week. Before I do that, in order for you to be a subscriber of the week, all you've got to do is screenshot the Network Marketing Ninja podcast artwork, post it onto your Instagram stories, tag me at Fraser Brooks Online, and let me know what you liked best about the episode and why people should listen to it. I will engage with every single story mention that I've get, and then you'll have the chance of winning $50. Also, please go to the Apple Podcast Store, leave a 5-star rating and review. I tell you this, as I see the 5-star ratings and reviews grow, I'm encouraged to spend a lot more time creating content and make this podcast even better than it already is. When I see them survive or die, they don't ever die, people don't remove them, but when I see them not growing, it doesn't encourage me as much. So please do me a favor, go ahead and do that. All right? So here we go. The winner, the subscriber of the week and winner of the $50 is Nalakobe2121. So Nalakobe2121. Where is the 1,000,000-star rating button? ? 5-star rating. This podcast is absolutely life-changing. Every single episode gives me fire in my belly to take action and change my life. Thank you so much, Fraser, for these podcasts. You are the ultimate legend. Well, hey, I appreciate that, Nalakobe2121. So please send me an email, info@fraserbrooks.com. That's INFO at fraserbrooks.com, info@fraserbrooks.com, and we'll be able to get that over to you. All right, look forward to seeing you guys on episode 164 coming up real soon. Bye-bye. Hey, legend. Thank you so much for tuning in to the latest episode of the Network Marketing Ninja podcast. Feel free to subscribe to the channel and share it with your network marketing friends, as well as checking us out on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. I cannot wait to see you on the next episode of the Network Marketing Ninja podcast.